Have you ever gazed up at the night sky, no cloud in sight, a cool wind against your face, and your eyes illumined by the full moon? It is a beautiful sight to say the least. But does it serve any other purpose than as an aesthetic piece for the night sky? Well, that's the topic we're tackling today. What is a full moon? Hello and welcome to First Light's Quantum Corner. I'm your host, Renaya, and if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell too to place yourself at the forefront of all our quantum news. So go ahead and do it now. Click it. Got it. Good. Now on to today's topic. What is a full moon? But more importantly, why should you care? Well, in a world full of confusion, the moon is one of the beacons of light that remain faithful day after day. But so what? Because if we ask most people about the correlation between the moon and time, most would evade that question and simply state that a day is 24 hours, with an hour being 60 minutes and a minute 60 seconds. And thereafter, most would leave the meaning of a second unresolved. Although those of you who are scientifically inclined would probably offer this as a plausible explanation, that a second is the duration of 9,192,631,770 periods of radiation corresponding to the transition between two hyperfine levels of the ground state of Caesium-133 atom. Boy, that was a mouthful, and it probably left most feeling more confused than resolved. And that's the point. In a world where we are demanded to be on time, most of us are unclear on the foundational truth of how time is measured. And that's exactly where the full moon comes into play, at least in part. For the moon, in all its glory, sets forth a universal standard for all to see. And to find out how, stick around until the end. But for now, if you've ever seen a full moon, type the word quantum in the comment section below. And if you remember, state where it was at, and feel free to elaborate as little or as much as you like. Okay, so let's solve what is a full moon together. All of us want to feel connected in some manner to the world around us, and our Creator knew this from the onset of creation, and thus He created the great luminaries, the sun and the moon, to guide us through the day season and the night. And ironically, He tells us why He created them in the first chapter of the book of Genesis. And this is what verse 14 declares. Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days, and years. But how, you may ask, does this relate to a full moon? Well, in of itself, this verse tells us nothing. But in concert with the Dead Sea Scrolls and other Hebrew texts, and a student's observation of nature, this is what we find. Point 1. That the full moon signals the beginning of a new year. Now, this isn't every year, but only the first full moon of spring every 3 years, and very close to sunset. That is, the moon appears full as it was at the dawn of its creation. Point 2. That 12 full moons plus 10 days equal 1 solar year, with a solar year being 364 days exactly, meaning that the lunar year lasts only 354 days within the 364. And despite scientists using a sidereal year, or a star year, they very much know that this sun-moon correlation is a real occurrence. They just hide or gloss over it so that we believe we're an accident of a random Big Bang. Nonetheless, the Most High's eternal clockwork stands, as the moon falls behind the sun every year by exactly 10 days. Accordingly, after 3 solar years, a 30-day overage accrues for the moon, creating a 13th lunar month in the 3rd solar year. And guess what this lunar month always ends in? You got it, a full moon. And this same full moon signals the beginning of a brand new solar cycle of 3 years. Thus, after 37 full moons, starting with the one that kicked off spring to begin with, on the 38th full moon, a brand new year can be determined. Which brings us to point 3. The full moon allows us to become in tune with nature once more. Don't believe us? Then start observing the heavens today for yourself, and as you gaze at this endless cycle, you will come to know you were made with purpose and are not some pretentious accident. So what is a full moon? A marker of time kept numerically simple, a nocturnal beacon of a 3-year solar cycle, and most importantly, a way for us to align with nature once more. So now you know what a full moon is and what it represents and why gazing at it in earnest is deeper than aesthetics alone. Anyway, may this knowledge be a blessing to you, and as always, we appreciate your continued support and participation. And if you found this video beneficial to you, then give us a thumbs up. It helps us tremendously in our YouTube ranking. And definitely share this with other seekers of truth, seekers like you. For just like embers, together we grow and flourish the light. First light, shalom.